Dramas aplenty. Guys, you know me. Yo, hey girl, it's Leonie Chann, rep nonetheless, and welcome to, yes, another late edition of me being just not on time, not getting my life together. No, I had laptop issues. Welcome to Cutbox with Chann. And I'm so glad to see, I've missed you guys. Sorry about yesterday. Man, not feeling well. You know, when it's the time of the month that just kicks your ass. That's what it is, man. Kick my ass. It's still kicking my ass. But, you know, you got to get back online at some point, innit? Can't ride out 4 days of just feeling sorry for myself. But, yeah. Woo! Right, I've got a wicked special guest that I'm so gassed to have. Hang on. Buy my t-shirt. Guys, you know you can buy one of these from the store. Yeah. Done them season merchandise fully in effect. I've got a sick special guest, but before I've got the crew. I've got the Massive Van crew. Hey Shelly. Hey Shelly more. This is the Queen. Yes. Queen Lisa, the first lady of boxing, mate. And she's come in with a super chat for the Massive Van crew. That's her. I love you, Lise. Thank you so much, Lise. Everybody, okay, more and more people say, I know, you shared it. So, are we going to be been on the slush puppies? Yeah. I'm introducing. I'm introducing. I'm introducing the Ring IQ Boxing. Da, 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 da. Hola, mi cariño, ¿todo bien?
Todo bien, aquí lo mismo.
Everything is okay here. Everything is okay here. What's the same? What's up, guys? My Spanish people. Yeah, I can hear. Hola, mi amor. La, already. We got the español.
Vamos a hacerlo en español.
Sí. Español. Yeah, they come through like the woo. Hello, HLD. He's in the house. He's in the building. I'm so glad. Sorry for my saying sorry now at this point is lame. I'm sure you've seen it every show. I can't get my act together. But I'm so gassed. I was so gassed that you said that you would come on. And I've been meaning to ask you one. And I was just, do you know why I was a bit late as well? I was just watching 2 of your commentaries. The one that you posted about, Wilder and saying about, he's the next coming of Christ again, He's just, we got to dive right in. We could dive right in. I didn't realize because you was the top troll. You used to troll me and say, "Yeah, we all love Deontay Wilder." Oh, yeah, and I thought you was being real. Like I thought, does this like Tyson Fury then? No, I'm sorry, cousin. But because I was watching all of the female ones, I did, and then I was like, "Nah, he be trolling. You be trolling me."
Yeah, like I just think I guess the reason it bothers me that Wilder does what he does is because he's taking an actual issue that is happening in this country, right? It's an actual issue, racism, all that stuff, different things of that nature. You're taking an actual issue, you misappropriating it.
Un momento, me encanta tu voz.
Thank you, I appreciate it. He's taking an actual issue and he's misappropriating it for profit. And if you in America right now, these are actually very volatile times for different people. Like this is like, I'm like 38 and I'll say that this is the most volatile I've seen the climate in a very long time. So for you to promote division and tribalism in that way so that you can make a couple of dollars, to me, it's egregious and it's irreprehensible because it's like, look, Tyson Fury, you versus Tyson Fury, it's not about that. It ain't never been about that. This is not Cooney versus Holmes. You don't even need to do that to be selling a fight.
I know.
It's like, yo, it's like, to me, if you really want to get money, they offered you the Joshua fight. You could have took that fight. Win or lose, you would have got that bread. But the way that they move, what that tells me is they never had no intention of fighting that man. They're not gonna, even if they beat Fury, which I believe that they will, because I don't believe it's a real fight anymore.
Do you think because it's going to be a quadruple?
More of along the lines of, let's put it this way: the only way that I would believe, based on boxing, that that's a real fight is if Fury wins. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody get beat the way that Wilder got beat, they ain't the same after that. And that's all throughout the history of boxing. When you get a beating like that, a comprehensive beating, psychologically and physically, you're never the same after that. So boxing science dictates that, yo, he should lose the 3rd fight, because what did you really gain? You got Malik Scott in your corner. What championship fighters has he trained that he's going to be the difference in your corner that Mark Breland was not? Mark Breland is an Olympian. Mark Breland was a world champion. What is Malik Scott? Now, I'm not saying that you got to be a world champion to be a good trainer, because Freddie Roach was not a world champion. Because Amato was not a world champion. But you got a dude that was already there that you knocked out before. You actually knocked this man. Well, supposedly, because it was a dive, and we all know it was a dive. Like, he got hit on the wrist.
I know.
And he went right down.
I know.
So I'm like, how does adding Malik Scott to your corner, removing Mark Breland from your corner, how is that going to make a difference? And it don't add up. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right. When Tyson Fury went to Top Rank, right, they had to amend the contract, because the first contract they had, there was a rematch clause, but the fight was scored a draw, so that voids the contract. You go over there to Top Rank. Now you have to amend the situation to now include Top Rank, include ESPN. And what do I see? Yo, you signed on for a 2-fight deal. Why would you do that? You saying you got robbed in the first fight, right? Well, if you got robbed in the first fight, then the second fight, that should be it. Why would you go into a 2-fight deal?
Yeah.
It don't like nothing about how they moving. Like, I could go on, so I'm not going to do that. I could go on because I think a lot of things.
We love it. No, because what? Let me pick your brain on this, which I don't understand. Basically, so first fight, WBC title on the line. Second fight, WBC title on the line. Trilogy, no WBC title on the line, because Mauricio Suleiman said this is a separate contract, that this is nothing to do with the WBC. Yeah? Okay. So moving to where we are now, why is the WBC back on the line when the 2 WBC contract fights have been already held?
Well, it's because let's put it this way. I think a lot of people have a misconception that somehow the WBC has anything to do with their contractual agreement. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like if Tyson Fury dropped the WBC, right? Hypothetically speaking, if he dropped it, he would still be contractually obligated to fight Deontay Wilder with or without the WBC. So all the WBC is doing is clarifying that they're not part of that agreement per se. They have nothing to do with that. Fury could drop the belt tomorrow. He still has to fight Wilder. It's in the contract.
Yeah.
So that's just separate shit entirely. However, it's already been 12 months since the last fight. Dillian White regained his status as interim champion, right? You don't see the WBC calling for a mandatory. You don't see them putting pressure like, yo, Wilder, Fury, you know that after this, you got to fight him. You don't see that, right?
No.
If you look at Deontay Wilder's entire reign as champion from 2015 till now, they always get weird with the mandatories. They always get weird. Like, Bermane Stiverne, after Alexander Povetkin pissed hot. You know Alexander Povetkin, he tested positive for meldonium. The fight was called off. Afterwards, he was cleared on a technicality, right? What does the WBC do? They hold an eliminator between Stiverne and Povetkin. Povetkin pisses hot again. At this time, Bermane Stiverne has not fought in 2 years. They decide, yo, we're going to give it to Stiverne. He's going to be the mandatory.
So Wilder takes it to court, doesn't he?
Well, he took it to court. He took Povetkin to court. And for a little while, it looked like he was going to get the money that was in escrow. But then Ryabinski appealed it, and then they ended up not paying. That's basically what happened. They appealed it. They won the appeal. Nothing happened. And because that case was based on meldonium, and the drug meldonium had just been added to the banned list, and they didn't know enough about how it behaved in order to constitute guilt. So that's more than likely that's how he won that appeal, because it had just been added to the banned list. So if he tests positive for something that just got added to the banned list, he can always say, well, I didn't know it was going to do that. It was legal when I was using it. You see what I mean? That's your defense in court. So he got off on that. But it's like, okay, they gave you Bermain Stavern as a mandatory. It gets even weirder with Dominic Breazeale. Why? At the time Dominic Breazeale was named the mandatory challenger, he was ranked number 6. Dillian Whyte was ranked number 1.
I know.
Why would you give it to Breazeale? If Dillian has been fighting in eliminators, Dillian is WBC silver champion. He's ranked at number 1. Why would you give it to Breazeale?
Because it's a duck.
Yeah.
If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck. Yeah. And they're still doing the same shit now. Like now we're hearing about, what was that? I just saw, big up to Sporting Icons, that they said that now Deontay Wilder's saying that if he beats Tyson Fury, he wants the exact same money to fight Anthony Joshua. Like, but you're not. Like, I want to pick up my laptop and just smash it of sheer frustration at this point, because I'm just sick of this dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't understand why he's allowed to get away with it. But then this is going to be a curveball. Listen, what I was thinking was I was going to do it as a commentary, but I may as well just do it as a live on my live. I know the narrative was that, you know, he cheated and that's why we got the third fight, which we can kind of rubbish. But if that, let me word it carefully so I don't sound like I'm a member of the LGBTQ all of a sudden. Yeah, yeah. Oh, slit wrists now. If that wasn't, there has to be some, like I think you said it, there has to be something that we don't know, because that's why I brought in the WBC belt being brought back into the deal, because it's almost like, okay, that was unauthorized how Wilder lost the belt. So that's why we're bringing this all back in now. But would they, to me, that means there's some kind of evidence that would have to have been presented for this to, I know you've just explained what you've just explained, for them to have said, all right, let's go back. Because I understand that they have to fight regardless. But it is mandated that they have to, in this contract, they have to fight for the WBC belt. ¿Por qué?
All right, let's put it this way, right? You see what happened with Franchon Cruz and Aline Cedar-Ruz, right? I mean, not Franchon Cruz and Aline Cedar-Ruz, Alejandra Jimenez.
Yes.
When guilt was constituted, right, there was no second fight ordered. The belt was given back to Franchon, the WBO, and I believe the WBC, the WBO and the WBC. So if guilt were actually constituted on Fury's part, you have constituted that there was foul play, that there was something in the glove, or that he was anything at all.
Yes,
if you can constitute that something happened, there would be no third fight. The belt would be returned. Simple. The same way it was for Franchon.
Yeah, true.
The same way it was for Franchon.
True.
So the belt being on the line does not mean that they constituted something. If anything, all it means is what it always means with the WBC. They just want sanctioning fees. That's all it is. They want to be involved in that fight. They figure this fight is going to do good business. We want to get our percentage, because we get no percentage of no fight. But there's going to be a fight, right? All right, so we want to get in there. We want to get in on that. It, like, all the stuff about the glove and all of that stuff, like, look, in a nutshell, use your head. What he's accusing this man of is, in fact, a criminal act. It is punishable. It's punishable by a felony. Forget about the WBC, because they're not the police. They don't enforce law. No. If you can constitute that this man struck you with a blunt force object,
premeditated or manslaughter, man one, man two, man something,
that would be assault with a deadly weapon. Assault with a deadly weapon. Even a toxicology report coming back and showing readings of a muscle relaxer or a drug of some kind, that is also another felony.
Yes.
Now, you know, when fighters have a fight, after the fight, they go to the hospital.
Right.
They go to the hospital. We know that VADA didn't find nothing in your toxicology report because they would have said it. We know that when you went to the hospital, they're going to check you again when you go to the hospital. They're going to give you an MRI. They're going to check you. They're going to check all that shit. So if you actually had concrete evidence of foul play, it would have come out by now. It hasn't come out by now. My guess is, and this is just me going way out there on a limb, the whole thing is fake. Because when this shit happens, you don't move like that. Remember, he took Povetkin to court for a fight that didn't happen.
It didn't even happen.
It didn't even happen, and you took him to court for the meldonium, for the money that you would have made. You didn't take Fury to court.
Right.
You hired an arbitrator. That's different than court. They could have hired me and said, yo, Julius is going to be the arbitrator. And we got to abide by whatever Julius says. And fuck around, I'm your man the whole time. Like, yo, hey, you got to give him another fight, bro. The whole shit could be fake.
Because it's Bob's friend as well now.
It's like, bro,
Bob's friend.
If you go back to the article where before the second fight happened, in the article, it says that, oh, you know, Top Rank's going to get a fight. PBC is going to get a fight. And I'm like, and you guys just so fucking happen to walk into this. Understand that if it's me and I feel, yo, I got robbed in the first fight. I got robbed. This is the fight that's going to settle it. This is the top breaker. I'm not going to walk into a two-way rematch clause with you so that when I beat your ass, you can activate it. Then I got to fight you again.
And it's the same commission that they're under anyway. So, Wilder, if you thought because remember the VADA State Commission's involved here. Because Wilder's so prolific, by the way, that they had to be involved because, you know, he garners so much money. I mean, could you give them the stats of how much the fight made? You said the second fight made more than the first fight, but the second fight took more to make than the first fight. So basically, did it break even or did it not break even?
No, it didn't. And I invite anyone, don't take it from me. Take it from Bruce Trempler, who works for Top Rank. He literally works for Top Rank. He's worked for Top Rank for many, many years, even though you can look at, and I've been saying this for over 12 months, because I can look at those numbers and see you didn't break even. You cannot guarantee $60 million in guarantees, just in guarantees. Another $4.5 million in Super Bowl ads. You would need to sell well over 1 million pay-per-view buys to cover those kind of operational costs. And they didn't sell 1 million pay-per-view buys. They sold 800,000 or 850.
Yeah.
You would have needed 1.1 to just break even. That's before you start making money. That's before you even start. It's the same as flipping weed. You didn't re-up. You didn't get all your re-up back. You didn't.
Julius, we are getting demonetized right now.
Nah, they don't know what re-up money is.
They know what weed is.
Yeah, but it's legal now. At least in this country.
In your country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're abiding by the YouTube rules. It's American. We forgot. Yeah. Fuck it. It's re-up. So we said everything has to be monetized.
It's re-up money.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that my guess is there's a lot of things that are happening here. We got news today, right? I'm sure you heard it. That Matchroom has gone all the way in with DAZN, and now they're a completely global platform.
Yes.
Now,
what do you think about that?
You have to look at that and you have to ask yourself, what would make the PBC and Top Rank get together against Eddie? Shit like that. If all the belts end up on Matchroom by some chance, if they do, all of our contenders then have to go to Matchroom for title fights. All of them. Top Ranks, Golden Boys, PBCs, they don't want that. We don't want to have to keep going through Eddie to get fights. We have our own network affiliates that we have to look out for. We have to provide content for them. And if I send my fight over there, well, that ain't content for them. That's content for y'all. And that's really what the issue is. And that's why, like, you see that Adam Kovnowski is one example. You see fighters walking away from career high money and you're like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that? And it's not that you're doing that. Your handlers are doing that. Why? Because they have ties to the network. Fox, and Showtime. They're not going to let you go over there to DAZN to get money. Even if they're not going to pay you the same, they still not going to let you go over there. They're going to keep you here so you can get your ass beat by Robert Hellenius. It's like, you could have got your ass beat by AJ and made more money. Let me stay right here and get my ass beat by Hellenius so that I could be broke and fucked up. They still haven't scheduled the rematch. Fox still doesn't have a schedule. This is the way they move. And I'm like, what would make if you reverse engineer it? Yeah. What would make them move that way? Your network affiliate, Fox, Bill Wanger, your other network affiliate, Stefan Espinoza. They'll make you move that way because they don't benefit from your fighters going over there. Your fighter benefits, but not your network affiliate. And who's giving you your budget? Your network affiliate. You get your budget from Stefan. You get your budget from Bill. So if Bill don't want that man to go over there or whatever, you just don't want to send content across the street, that's the reason. Only that, like, look, Eddie Hearn offered Gary Russell Jr. earlier this year. He offered him $1 million. Go to the UK, fight Josh Warrington when Josh still had the IBF. He turned it down. Has he fought? No. The man literally has not fought. So you turned down $1 million in a unification match to not make no money? That's who the fuck moved like that? Yeah. It's basic shit. It's basic shit.
Yeah, it boil down to like it's jealousy of, like, they're jealous of Eddie, innit?
It's more like Eddie pissed off. Eddie, it's not that it's not jealousy, it's more like envy. It's business. It's business, but they're getting the short end of the stick because see, Eddie, and I'm not knocking him for it because that's just life. Life is cutthroat. It's not my job to look out for your business. It's my job to look out for my business. So his business is booming. His business is booming. You got a global platform. It's global. You got girls and you actually getting money. You got UK fighters, you getting money. You got a foot in the door of America, you getting money. Remember, Canelo had a choice. Canelo could have went to the PBC. Canelo could have went to gold to Top Rank. He didn't choose them. He chose Eddie. That's a slap in the face. Like,
I know. Went all the way to the pond. I know.
Fuck you, Bob. Fuck you, Al Heyman. Fuck is y'all talking about? I'm gonna go earn with Hearn. God damn it. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. And this is just me being a conspiracy theorist. But I think that Canelo Alvarez leaving Golden Boy was orchestrated by Eddie. I honestly believe that because he's got more transparency with his fighters than I've seen anybody else. We know that Frank Warren got a bad history. We know that Bob Arum got a bad history. Al is not a boxing guy. He's a music guy that's doing boxing. He's not an actual boxing guy. Yeah. So y'all cats is not good money. This cat, he's ahead of the curve because he know pay-per-view is dead. Americans don't want to pay.
Now with this deal that's come along, it's dead.
No, I'll tell you what. It's been dying in America. I don't know about the UK because you guys still seem to be able to move pay-per-views if the fight is good enough.
If the fight is good enough, yeah, we do.
Here, a lot of people don't remember that they thought that Cotto versus Canelo was going to do over $1 million. And it didn't. It did well. It did great. They made a lot of money. But it didn't do over $1 million. It did 900,000. And since then, it's been the only fight in recent memory, and it's not even recent, that really hit $1 million was Canelo Golovkin 1 and 2. After that, no pay-per-views in boxing have done $1 million. Which one? Wilder versus Fury 1, 325 to 350. Wilder versus Fury 2, 800 to 850. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, good numbers, but 600,000.
How much did Floyd and Pac-Man do?
Floyd and Pac-Man was in excess of 2 million. I believe it was either 2.4 or 2.6. That's the most that's ever been sold. But that was fucking years ago.
I know.
So where it's at now, you got old men, and I talk about this all the time. You got old ass men that don't know how to do shit different. They don't think different. They not in tune.
What I'm saying. He's 90 years old. Bruv, take a chill pill. You're not going to be here that long.
Smoke some weed and chill.
What's wrong with you, Bob? Still meddling in people's damn business when you've got no more business to meddle in. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's leaving you. Oh my God. This is like no boxing soap opera. This is The Young and the Restless soap boxing edition.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
Yeah. Because it's like Bob is still good at things. Bob still knows talent.
That lying.
No, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this because I think Bob gets more shit than he should, right? The problem that Bob has one problem. There don't seem to be very many young people on his staff. Everything else he has said so far, he has been right about. The money that a Keith Thurman or a Shawn Porter want for a Crawford fight, yo, we're going to have to put this on pay-per-view, and here's the problem. Neither one of you two motherfuckers sell.
Yeah.
You don't sell. So it's a situation where I could try to pay you what you want, but it ain't gonna work because you don't sell. Keith Thurman's biggest fight ain't big because of Keith Thurman. It's big because of Manny. Yeah. Shawn Porter's biggest fight, it wasn't big because of Shawn. It was big because of Errol. Y'all two motherfuckers by yourself. God bless you.
But Errol don't sell as much as what he. All right, he's pay-per-view, but he don't sell. He's not big time like that either. He's getting too much smoke blown up his little old arsehole as well because he doesn't sell the most. But yes, who would be the A side? It is Errol Spence.
Yeah, comparatively, if it's Crawford and Errol has to be the A side because his pay-per-views comparatively have sold more for whatever reason. But I know. The issue that Bob has, and I don't think it's fair that Bob is getting the blame for that when, look, that doesn't make sense. I cannot give, for example, just a rough number. I cannot give Keith Thurman $10 million because then what the fuck am I going to give Crawford? So if I give you 10 and he wants 14, how many fucking pay-per-views am I going to have to sell before this breaks even?
3.2 trillion.
Exactly. So I can't give you what you want because it don't make sense financially. Now, same shit with Shawn. It's the same shit. Like, I would love to see Crawford versus Porter. But financially, all right, let's say, all right, Shawn, you want 5. All right, well, if you want 5, what's he going to want? 7? So, but 7 and 5, that's how many pay-per-views we got to sell. What's the most pay-per-views you sold? Oh, 120,000. What's the most you sold? Oh, 250. And you think I'm going to just throw money down the drain and put money in your pocket so that I don't make no money? Nobody works like that.
So what's the solution then for them to... Well, it's gone past now, but I mean, what would be the solution? So why is Bob signing them if you can't afford to...
This is the thing. No other fighters move like them. The misconception that they have is that they are not gatekeepers. They're supposed to be paid like gatekeepers. They don't want to be paid like gatekeepers. That's cool. That's your prerogative. That's your life. Get what you can get. But this is the issue. Danny Garcia thinks he's a big name. You're a gatekeeper.
Yeah, no,
Shawn Porter, you a name, but you're a gatekeeper.
Porter, sit down as well. Yeah,
it's the reality of that. They're like, you're not approaching this fight with a title. Like, I could say wholeheartedly, Derek Chisora probably has more marquee value in the UK than they have in the US. If you put them motherfuckers on pay-per-view, just them versus fucking Formella, that shit won't move a unit.
Ain't going nowhere.
They ain't gonna move shit.
Even if you try to sell a Shawn Porter fight here, wouldn't really fare well unless you matched him up with someone, you know, that warrants that. But yeah, that wouldn't even for Derek Chisora. That I say he's 11th loss streak, but getting paid handsomely for it. So fair play.
The real issue
to him.
They're playing. I'm not mad at him because the difference,
like
Derek has it.
Pay him now because Eddie's gonna be like, well, I'm with the Zone. Eddie's not gonna sign on Chisora to be on the Zone. This is just
No, I agree because what can you do for Chisora now?
Yeah.
Like, what can you do? Like, bro, you fought Parker, and I personally think Adam Smith is the reason that like I think Adam Smith was sick of his shit. This is one last fuck you, Derek. One last fuck you, Derek.
Yeah.
Because you did all that bullshit.
All that antics, yeah.
And it's like, yo, bro, you don't realize you're in a fortunate situation. You're a journeyman. you approach this fight with 10 losses, but you're getting paid in the millions. You are fortunate. Count your blessings, because there are journeymen in America that have half the losses you have. They might have 2 losses. They don't make the money you make.
No.
So stop being a prima donna,
Diva.
being a diva. When you don't realize that we doing you a solid, bro, we doing you a solid putting you on pay-per-view, bro. We don't know if we gonna get money with you. So appreciate. Nah, you don't want to appreciate? Hey, yo, Derek, montate aquí.
Yeah.
Sit right there, bro. That was the last fuck you, bro. Like, fuck you, Derek. Montate aquí, hueputa. Raising all this hell. Remember, in the World Boxing, in the World Boxing Super Series, he was raising hell. With Dillian, he was raising hell.
Raising hell. With David Hay, he raised hell. He raised hell. They all raised there.
And he my Capricorn brother. He's my Capricorn brother. I love him. I understand him.
Diablo.
I love him. I understand him. He's a Capricorn. I know why you're doing that.
Because Capricorn, eres el diablo también.
No, nosotros somos santo. Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Bernard, santo, todito somos santo.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that. I'll have to see. I'll wait. I'll feel it out.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Capricorns are. That's why you're inteligente.
Un poquito. I would say we're more clever than we are intelligent, but we're clever.
Man, because the stuff that I see you piece together, I'm like, I have to rewind it. Like, hold on, I got lost. Wait. Because no, you're intelligent. You could be an arbitrator. You could be a lawyer. You'd kill it.
Maybe I ain't gonna say a lot. All I'm gonna say is that in a nutshell, the issue that Crawford has is the journeyman of his division, because they are journeymen. They're never gonna see a title again. Do you think that Shawn Porter is gonna become a world champion again? There's a good chance that he doesn't. There's a good chance that Keith doesn't. Danny, there's a good chance that he will never be a champion again. They are gatekeepers, but they don't act like gatekeepers. A good gatekeeper will know his role and focus on the opportunity. The opportunity is for you to come here and beat this man. That should be focus, not the purse. The purse is after that is what you worry about. You so focused on the purse for this fight that you ain't even gonna fucking have it. All right, did you make multi-millions fighting Sebastian Formella last year? No, the fuck you did. Keith Thurman, you ain't fought a motherfucker in 2 years, bro.
I know.
2 years.
And he's doing the most at the minute with all this Devin Haney stuff. Doing the big old most. Doing the most. Talking about like the fight was like it was a fix. How dare you? Wow, where? When?
Exactly.
Where was you? Because you know what? He's trying to solidify his little job as a commentator to show that he's like neutral, that he's not biased. Brothers, you don't have to be biased to be fair, fam. Like, that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, I agree, because for the most part, and when it comes to Devin, I don't like to get into Devin too much because I get upset. I get upset because it's like, it's obvious what's going on there. Like, you could tell a lot about what people really got going on based on what they're saying. How the fuck are you mad at him for having a belt that he didn't ask for that shit, bro? They moved him up. Bob is the reason that shit happened.
Yeah, because of the whole Lomachenko thing.
If you're gonna be mad at somebody over that shit, you got to be mad at Bob, because he wasn't nothing but an interim champion. That ain't his fault.
Right.
Motherfucking Vasil Lomachenko gets dropped on his ass by that same Linares. Luke Campbell gets dropped on his ass by that same Linares. Ryan Garcia pulls out on that same Linares.
And then y'all
gonna get mad at him. Y'all gonna get mad at him. Oh, because he didn't look perfect. Vasil Lomachenko didn't look perfect with Linares. He got dropped on his ass. Remember?
Yeah.
So what is it about Devin that you don't like? And I'm gonna leave it right there. What is it about Devin you don't like?
Maybe because Ryan Garcia needs to sit down.
That's what they don't like. But
but I said this. Yeah, but I faded away. I forgot. Yeah, because of his skin color, because he's black, basically. So Ryan Garcia gets dropped by pillow-fisted Luke Campbell. He's the best thing since sliced bread when he gets up and wins. Devin Haney doesn't get dropped by arguably one of the hardest 135-pounder hitters in his whole division, and doesn't get dropped. Oh, he got buzzed. Yeah, so what? He's supposed to get buzzed. But he didn't get dropped. And he's the fucking El Diablo.
Eso es lo que estoy diciendo, que este tipo con esa misma mano tumbó a Vasily Lomachenko, tumbó a Luke Campbell. Le dan a Devin Haney con esa misma. No. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you for a fucking hour. It's like, yo, dog, you just want to say something bad. So the real question is, why are you always in a hurry to say something bad about? And I'm not his protector. I've been said, yo, if he would have got the Lomachenko fight, he would have fucking lost. You'd have lost. Yeah. If you'd have got the fight on the schedule that you wanted it, yo, you'd have lost that motherfucker.
Yeah, you would have lost to Loma.
You don't got Teofimo's punch to keep him off you, and you can forget about that low ass. He'll get around that jab. Believe you me, he'll get around that jab. So you don't have on Devin. If he would have
problems, Teo gives Devin problems, but I still feel that Devin can pull it off 60-40 just because he can box.
It all depends on when the biggest thing for me is, and it's the same with in any way, shape, or form in boxing. It's all about when. So let's say Devin would have got the Lomachenko fight when he should have had the fight. He would have lost. He would have lost.
Yeah.
At that point, he would have lost. He's becoming a better fighter and learning to deal with shit. Now, when Ryan got dropped, I ain't shit on him. I gave him his flowers.
Yeah, so did I.
I get like, yo, that's some real shit. You got up and knocked that motherfucker out. That's some real shit. Congratulations. Devin, you survived through 3 rounds. You were shaky, but you survived. That showed that you tough. Cause you look dizzy, but you in there, you clenching, you got good survival instincts.
Thank you.
Same shit I said about Terry Harper. Yeah, Natasha punched her right in her fucking mouth and got her dizzy, but she knew to hold. Like, fuck that. I'ma hold on. Yeah. I got hold on, B.
That's what you do. They acted like he clenched throughout the whole fight. They acted like it was Joseph Parker and Junior Farr.
Exactly. Now that is excessive holding.
This is what I'm saying. So right. So your stance is like mine with the Ryan Garcia mental health.
Yeah, that shit is bullshit, man.
Bullshit.
That shit is bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's a duck. It's a duck.
It's a duck. Like, look, you look. Oh, I don't get out of bed for Devin Haney, and I don't get out of bed for no belt. But you about to fight Javier Fortuna? No, of course you're not gonna fight Javier Fortuna. You don't, because you know that motherfucker. That's my countryman, by the way. That motherfucker, he don't come to box. He come to fuck you up,
bro.
So you really gonna have to like you thought Luke
Campbell.
Yeah. This motherfucker, you gonna have to shoot him. You're gonna have to get Eddie. Shoot him.
This is what I said, because I feel that when he fought Campbell made him realize you ain't shit. Because if I could not, it made him realize I'm fucking mortal here. I'm a mere mortal. I'm not this invincible fucking superhero that the Reynoso camp have made me out to be. Fair play to Reynoso camp, because I do love your camp. But I mean, so that's made him get anxiety. Yeah, you're right to have anxiety for Javier Fortuna.
Because it's like, yo, it's the progression of fights. See, Oscar Valdez, right? Oscar Valdez is a special fighter. If you notice, all of these Eddie Reynoso fighters, right? As soon as they got with him, the very next fight, they got dropped. Oscar Valdez got dropped right after he joined Eddie Reynoso. Ryan Garcia, he got dropped.
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz, he got dropped. What makes Oscar special? He got dropped that fight. He got dropped in the next fight. But when it was time to show up,
he dropped Burchell.
Exactly. When it's time to show up and show out, like, it's time, bro. This is the moment of truth. This is the acid test, bro. This is it. That motherfucker. Woo, that fight. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, yo, this motherfucker's an animal.
I didn't know where that came. I was shocked.
I thought he was going to get killed by that motherfucker. I was like, yo, he's beating the shit out of Miguel.
Yeah.
I'd have sworn a stack of Bibles, yo, Oscar don't leave this fight on his feet, bro. He don't. I'm motherfucking wrong.
So what? And now Ryan's got, so he not only pulled out of the Fortuna fight, but he didn't reschedule it. So that shows that he was shit scared. And now who's he fighting now?
Look, before it was Linares. You pulled out on Linares, and we all understood. We understood because of the pandemic. So we understood. But you didn't reschedule it though. Mm-hmm. You scheduled a fight with a guy that Linares beat. You think that shit happened by accident? Nah, I ain't gonna fight Linares. I'll fight Campbell though. All right, you fight Campbell. That's cool. And I like Luke, so I ain't gonna shit on Luke. But it's like you pulled out on Linares. You pulled out on Fortuna. We can't convince you to fight Devin Haney. You could sit there and talk shit about Devin though on Twitter. You won't fight him, yeah. You could talk shit like, oh, so you're not mentally sick and mentally health to talk shit. But when it's time to throw them joints, oh, nah, man, I'm anxious, man. I'm so anxious. Like, really? You anxious?
Then you jetted off with your girl or somewhere in the pink bikini.
I wasn't mad at that because it's like...
Well, I mean, well, don't show us. Play the fucking thing. Just turn off your phone. Why did you post it? You're supposed to be mentally not competent. Are you that so addicted to social media that you fuck up your own game plan?
Like I understood, like, and I said this on another thing. That I'm like, look, if I was anxious, I would go to the Bahamas with the joint too and bust a couple of nuts because it'll get it out. But why are you posting it though?
Well, why are you posting it?
You didn't have to show. You showing me that to me. Oh, you good, bro? You got over there. You took a selfie. How fucking anxious are you really?
This is what I'm saying. He just does it. He's just dumb. I just can't work dude out. I have no time for him. I had some time for him before. Not anymore. I have nothing left for you, Garcia. Nothing left.
I'll say, he doesn't want. I don't like to be brash when I say this, but he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight. Like, you don't want to fight, bro. When you getting TikTok money, right? You getting TikTok money, you getting Gatorade money, YouTube money, Instagram money. Fuck, why the fuck would I want to go in there and get punched in my face?
Yeah, he's a boxer. That's what he is. He's not really a boxer.
He said he want to retire at 26.
27, didn't he?
So you can't even like be the Canelo of Golden. You can't be the Canelo, the new Canelo of Golden Boy, because you trying to retire at 26, bro. You know how much shit Canelo did by 26?
He already fought Floyd by 23.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, dog, you can't be Canelo because Canelo was fucking people up at 26.
Yeah, exactly.
You getting put on your ass by Cool Hand Luke with the cool hand. He hit you with the cool hand.
So what do you think that Golden Boy is going to do? What are they going to do with him?
Well, in all likelihood, he will try to navigate as carefully as possible until his contract is up. If I'm Eric Gomez, if I'm Michelada time, shout out to him because they're nice people. Golden Boy is more than just Oscar. And people need to understand that. And there's a lot of good fighters. There's a lot of good talented fighters over there that I do care about. Yeah. And I want them to do good. If I'm them, I put all my interest in Virgil because Virgil's a real fighter. That's a real fighter. That dude is younger than Ryan. Look at his fucking resume. Yeah. That's a fucking fighter. You want a Chicano boxer, a fighter of Mexican descent to carry the crown. That's Virgil. That's not Ryan. Ryan, he on his rag right now. He not feeling good. He need a mitral. Send him on a holiday. Get him out of here. That dude don't want to fight.
He don't, does he?
Imagine him going up to 140 and you got to deal with people like Josh Taylor. And Jose Ramirez. Prograde. Baranch. Bro, what are you going to do, dog? You going to shit yourself being around them. Them dudes is coming to take your fucking head off. You don't want that. If you getting anxious with Javier Fortuna, Prograde gonna have you shitting bricks.
No capaz, cabete para él.
Que lo manden pa'l carajo, ya que ese tipo no sirve. Él es mujercito ese tipo. Like, yo, y está bien que, mira, I don't want to criticize him. I'm just saying, because I don't want to be mean. I know that we're being mean, and I really don't want to be mean.
In Spanish, and not everyone can understand. We're being nice.
Yeah, we're gonna be nice. I'm gonna just say that outside looking in, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and he cannot be for Golden Boy what Canelo was because, yo, dog, you want to retire at 26? You can't be it. It got to be Virgil. It can't be you. It got to be Virgil.
Time's ticking, mate. It's you 23. How old is he? 22, 23?
He's like fucking 23, 24. So what, you got another 2 years? Who you gonna fight in the next 2 years?
And talking about these, so all right, so where do you put the, I'm saying 5 kings, because everybody tries to drop out Loma. There's 5 of them, yeah.
All right.
How do you rank?
Teofimo. Honestly, based on ability right now, Teofimo, Loma, Devin. I don't even want to put Ryan in there, but I guess I have to.
Ryan's at the bottom. Yeah.
He's at the bottom because I would put Davis before Ryan right now because it's like, yo, dog, you just pulling out of fights, bro. Like you literally just pulled out on Linares. I didn't forget that he pulled out on Duno before all of that. You pulled out on Duno at first.
He's been pulling out.
He's been pulling out of fights. You just ain't pull out your girlfriend. That's how you got kicked.
I was just about to say that because you got all them damn kids everywhere.
And she got a fat old ass, so I understand. Like, shit, I wouldn't have pulled out neither. Like, fat old ass.
Get the fight done and then do all the stuff afterwards.
I mean, I dig it. It's more like, I don't like to be judgmental of fighters. I don't like to.
Hilarious, you are.
I don't like to, because I don't want to be the armchair critic. It's just there's no way to have this conversation without being honest. They're like, yo, dog, like you don't want those fights. You really don't. And you can't want to be what Oscar became or what Canelo became or what Floyd became when you saying shit like, well, I'm gonna retire at 26 and then I might do MMA after that. Okay, then you only gonna be here for a minute. Who said that?
It fucking. I know, mate. Just
so you're not gonna go on to be none of, and that's cool. That's your life. That's not my life. I'm just saying that when I look at it, okay, you want my opinion? I think he pulled out. I don't think he wanted that fight. I don't think he wanted nothing to do with Devin. I don't think he wanted nothing to do with Lopez. Maybe he wants Davis. I don't know. But it's like, yo, dog, like you fought Luke Campbell and you started talking like, I don't need belts. Bro, that was Luke Campbell that you fought. Not Loma. That was Luke Campbell. Hey, I don't need belts. I don't need Devin Haney. That don't excite me. What type of shit is you on?
I don't know what he's on. It's not boxing. That's what I do know. And Tank, I'm not that impressed anyway. You're going up to 140 to do your Barrios. You better hope like Shelton more. Shelton's very in the know. My guy Shelton's like Barrios is gonna. Shelton's saying that Barrios is gonna get Tank.
It's possible.
Where do you stand with it? Because Tank's always been accused of only being able to beat up the little guys. We know that's what he does. So maybe this is a statement like, look, I can go up and I can beat this guy, or if I lose, it doesn't look as bad because at least I went out and tried to beat the bigger guy.
Well, the way you have to approach it is don't think of it as shit. It's fucking thundering out here. Think of it as gambling. Is Tank a safe bet? No, he's not. Why? When you moved up to 35, you fought Gamboa and he took your power for 12 rounds before you stopped him. 12 rounds, right?
One leg.
You're moving up now to an even higher division with an even bigger guy who's younger, no wear and tear, never been beaten. It's not a safe bet. So if somebody tells me, you know what I think? I think Mario might get him. I might not agree with you, but I might be like, you know what? He might, because the circumstances is not in your favor. You little, bro. You little, like you like what 5? Yeah, and you built like a tree trunk. You might not have no power at 140. I don't know. At the same time, the other side of the coin is Mario hasn't beaten nobody. Who he beat? Who is he?
I don't even know about his whole little regime, so that's why I was like, well. They must have seen some chink in the armor. But then when Floyd came out and said, well, I didn't really want him to take this fight, I was like, but that could just be all smoke and whistles, though. They could be.
It could be. The other thing you have to look at is they have no control over the lightweight division. They don't want the Devin Haney fight. The Ryan Garcia fight, that ain't about to happen. That's not about to happen for whatever reason. It's not going to happen, right? You don't want nothing to do with Teofimo. You don't want nothing to do with him. You don't. You could have made that. Y'all could have walked into that. Nah. Hey, so who do you want? You telling me you don't get out of bed for none of them, but you get out of bed for Mario Barrios? Really?
What I'm saying. There has to be some reason, though.
They probably view Barrios as more beatable than Teofimo, perhaps more beatable than Devin, but still durable because he's undefeated. He's young. He's tall. He's at 140. Well, he's tall for 140, I should say.
Yeah.
He's tall for 140. So it's like before we let our guy go over there and lose to y'all, he'll lose over here with us.
So it
before
don't look
we let
that
him
bad. So then he just go back down to 135 and then be like, oh, at least he tried. He tried something. He tried to be brave.
He
Like
was daring to be great, yo.
yeah, he was daring to you know, you laugh.
He's daring to be great, yo. He's fucking great, yo.
Yeah, he was daring to be great, but
the truth is, I don't know what's gonna. The truth is that as a gambler, if I was approaching that as a gambler, I say I'm not touching that fight. Why? Because this could be it. It could be if motherfuckers knew when upsets was gonna happen. Well, you'd always make money, but that's why they're upsets because you don't know
when they're gonna happen.
A lot of people have felt for the last 2 years that that kid is on borrowed time because you went down there, you was getting hit a lot by Leo. If Leo wasn't such a pillow-fisted guy, he probably would have got your ass.
I had it pretty much even until the knockout.
And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be
because he's from 122, 126 upwards.
He's a little motherfucker that moved up, but because he throws a lot, Davis is like, I don't know why people say that Davis is this and that, because I'm like, he's another Broner, bro. Roll punches off the shoulder.
He's not.
He roll punches off the shoulder. He don't throw. He waits, sits, looks for the counter. He don't throw. Throw. Same shit Broner does, except Davis is a southpaw. But it's the same shit. And when you doing that, if they put you in there with somebody like a Josh Taylor, somebody like a Jose Ramirez, them guys that they're not waiting for you, bro. They coming. They're gonna come right at you and they're gonna throw.
Yeah.
Them kind of guys, you not gonna know what to do with them.
With them.
You're not gonna know. Like Regis Prograrius will kill that boy. He'll kill him. He'll fucking kill him. Because he's a southpaw. You're a southpaw. So you don't have that advantage anymore.
Oh, yeah.
He's bigger than you are. He's fought bigger people than you are. And here's the main thing.
Yeah.
The last fight Regis had with Ivan Redkach, right?
I didn't see it.
I'm gonna tell you. Ivan Redkach went 12 rounds with Danny Garcia in the welterweight division. He was able to hit a final. He lasted, right? He lasted. You put him in there with fucking Regis. He don't want to be there no more. He's faking dives. He's hit me in the dick. Like, bro, he didn't hit you in the dick. But because of how hard that man hit, like, fuck that. I'm ready to go home, dog. I'm ready to go. The dude hit hard. That's
how long did the fight go?
I think it was about 5 rounds. That fight it went about 5 rounds, and you see the actual punch that supposedly hit him in the dick. It didn't hit him in the dick. It hit him in the ribs. But before that,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But leading up to that,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
leading up to that, he was landing on his face with straight left hands.
They slowed it down, and they showed that it didn't even go under. It didn't go nowhere near the balls.
But that's how I'm gonna tell you that's how hard that dog. That dude hit you a couple of times, and you made a decision inside. Like fuck this. I'm getting paid the same money. I'm out, bro. I'm done. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't want him fucking me up neither. Like fuck that. But Regis beat the living shit, and I'll put money on that. Regis beat the living shit out of Davis. He'll beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
easy.
And people forget that Tank is not that young like the rest of the others. Like he's he's going to be 28, or maybe he's already 28 now.
He's like 27 around there.
Yeah, he's 27. The last birthday that I knew, so he's
they talk about him like he a little boy. Like
a little kid.
Like, you know how much shit I did when I was his age? Like, he ain't no little boy. He's a grown-ass man.
He's a grown man. He's got his child. It was all right when he was dragging his baby mum out of there by the throat, out of the green. He wasn't a little kid then, though, was he?
I be thinking that the cats that try to get mad at me, like, y'all like Tank? Like, y'all like him, right? Because you fucking mad at him. Motherfucker's hitting his girlfriend. Why the fuck would I like him? Why would I defend him? He driving drunk. Why would I defend him? That don't make he driving drunk, bro. He got into a car accident.
Oh,
He almost killed 4 people.
He's always in problems, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm like, why the fuck would I feel bad for him? He's a dickhead. If that's me, I'm taking that money and I'm fucking selling coke. Shit, putting some bricks on the street. I'm not gonna be driving drunk. I'm gonna be driven. I'm gonna call Ubers like, yo, give me an Uber, man. I don't feel like driving. Fuck, I look like driving. I'm Tank. I get rolled in. I ain't driving nowhere. Fuck driving. That's for poor people.
Because I can't make weight because I'm fat. But
real shit, yo.
Yeah. Like, and talking about his boss. What do you think? I'm not covering the fight, by the way.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
and I'm utterly disappointed, and everyone's like, I see other commentators, you know, they're so PG, and they're like, oh,
nah, I ain't fucking with that.
Why has everybody got if you got a problem with it, don't watch it. I'm like, yeah, no. If there's a way I can watch it for free, I just not gonna watch. I just don't want to pay for it because not because I can't. It's because I refuse because it's a mockery.
Yeah.
Mockery.
I'm in the same.
If I have to watch it, it's free on YouTube. Cool, I'll watch it then. But I'm not breaking.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna be judgmental. I don't view it as a mockery because if you could get 1 million people to buy it, cool. I'm just not one of them. That's a YouTuber. Why the fuck would I want to see that? Why?
Why does he? What? Because he couldn't. He's not like Manny. He can't come back and fight any top lads. They were washed, Floyd, and we were. I love you, Floyd, and I can't see you washed.
Look,
so,
I've been a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan for 1 million fucking years. I get it. You're old. Your hands hurt. If I can, and it's common sense. If these pricks,
to fame.
If they willing to pay me, let's say $10 million to smack around this YouTuber, why the fuck wouldn't I take it? I understand it. I'm not buying that shit, but I understand it.
It's not like he's getting. How much is the person is he getting for this? 100 mil? Is it?
They're not like I saw. Look. I saw a number floated out there, and I'm like, fucking possible. 100 million? No, dog. Showtime. You like That's probably more than Showtime's whole boxing. But
that's why no one else can get paid.
Yeah, like you think they just go 100? No, dog. They would need to sell like a gajillion pay-per-views to cover those operations.
What would it be more realistically? Like what, 20 mil?
Honestly, but if you, my guess, not 20, because 10? he didn't get 20 for he didn't get 20 for that kid in Japan. He didn't get 20 for that kid. He got like 18 or a little less than that.
So Mike, that amount of money.
My guess is 9, maybe 15, maybe. I can see that.
It's more for the rush than the money.
No, the money's see, the money is it, right? The guaranteed purse is one thing. That's one thing. Like, all right, Floyd, we got 15 right here up front for you. And you're thinking, oh, well, I'll make the rest of my money from the upside, right? After it breaks even. So they might be thinking, oh, we're going to make a lot of money off of his dumbass fans, Logan Paul's dumbass fans. Because they the motherfuckers that's going to, ain't no motherfucking boxing fan buying that shit. But his dumbass fans will. So we'll get our money from them. Yeah. That's what they thinking. What I'm telling myself is they're not going to buy that shit. That's fucking, what is it? $50 or 60? Like, no, man. I'll tell you, suck my dick 50 times. I'm not buying that shit. You crazy?
How much is it for you guys to buy?
I think it's like $50 or $60. And I'm like, I'm thinking Logan Paul appeals to tweens and children and kids. So this is the demographic that you're expecting to come out of pocket $50 to see that? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do.
Their moms and their dads, oh, mom, please let me see. You know how it goes. You know, to keep their kid quiet.
I mean, maybe, but can you get 1 million of them to do it? A million?
Not probably 1 million. But I know some adults that are buying it.
They're crazy. And that's why the smartest thing I can say is, listen, honest to God, I have no point of reference for this fight because it's not for a boxing fan. You're a boxing fan. I'm a boxing fan. We ain't buying that shit.
We're not buying it. How is it gonna? I don't even understand how it works that he's fighting what cruiserweight.
There's no well. This is the thing. It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition match. Floyd's weight is going to be 160.
160, which is going to not be great for him, by the way.
No, but you talking about a You talking about a YouTuber that lost to a YouTuber?
I know he's zero. What is he? He's lost 2 and never won any.
He fought
He's 0 and
KSI.
2. He's 0 and 2.
He's
KSI.
0 and 2 with KS. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can't even beat a YouTuber, bro.
No.
I don't need to worry about you. Like, I don't like. He said they asked him, like, yo, did you do a camp for this fight? Nah. I was like, that's what I was expecting. Like, why the fuck would you do a camp for him? He could be 200 pounds. He can't fight. He lost to a YouTuber. Like, he
should have their own league, YouTube leagues. Why don't they just do that?
I'm not mad at what they doing.
YouTube league. I think that would be good.
I'm not mad at what they doing because they doing low key. That was some real shit. What they did was some real shit. Like, you got beef, and you from America, you got beef with KSI from the UK. Yo, let's get together. Let's have this fight.
That makes sense.
That's some real shit. Like, that's some, and y'all got money doing that. Yo, that was some.
That makes sense.
I like that shit. That's some real shit. But
what happens if fucking Floyd gets clocked? So there's no way, shape or form, that the 200-pound, 6'2", 3" guy can't hit Floyd flush and knock him the fuck out. That would be the biggest upset of the decade.
Is there even a betting line for this, though? Is there, like, do the bookies have odds on this? Because it's an exhibition match with no outcome, no judges. It's like...
Oh, there's no judges even.
There's no judges, so it's like, I haven't heard any odds. I haven't heard no odds from the bookies.
No, there is betting on that. Is there betting on that? No.
I don't think it is. I haven't seen no odds.
No. Maybe you're right, you know.
Because if you got no judges and there's no outcome, then what the fuck are the odds gonna be? Like, there's no judges, bro. There's no outcome.
There's no outcome.
How do you start a betting line on that? Like, how?
Well, then, I guess leave them to it for real. And then we got Teofimo and George Kambosos. And like, I've been on a few platforms and everyone's like, oh, Kambosos is dangerous. I'm like, no, he's not. He had an unimpressive win against Lee Selby.
Yeah. But Teofimo
shit in the bubble.
Teofimo might be focused on the wrong things because Teofimo is looking past George. Like,
no, he's gonna wash George.
I believe. Look,
that's gonna be done in 5 rounds.
My prediction is Teofimo's gonna win, but I do notice that he a peacock right now. He a peacock. Like, yo, you focus on the wrong shit, bro. You need to punch this motherfucker in the face, punch him in the face, get that out the way. Then you worry about Top Rank and the contract and the pay. Then you worry about that. All he talking about, he not talking about Kambosos. He talking about, well, Top Rank this and pay-per-view that, and I'll go to P. Like, bro, you focus on the wrong thing. Focus on that motherfucker, because he's gonna fight like it's the last fight of his life. Don't get my opportunity. You've been at the danger with Teofimo.
Yeah,
is the danger that Devin has right now. You've been at 35 a while. When you overstay at a weight too long, your punch resistance starts to go. Wrong punch, you might start looking real motherfucking weird out here, like Devin did with Linares.
Yeah.
So focus, like in the words of a great Omaha Nebraskan called Terrence Crawford, focus on your fight. Focus on your fight. Don't worry.
Do you think he's overlooking him?
I think he's overlooking him to the point to where George will make it more interesting than he expects, but he'll get stopped. If my prediction is, George is going to get stopped.
I think he's out in 5.
Yeah, he'll get stopped. Like, he'll get knocked out. But
he's out in 5
because Lopez is focusing on all this other shit. Like, yo, focus on George, bro. Get to the other side. Focus on that. Get to the other side of the fight. Right now, you talking to Ak and Barak, talking about money and pay-per-views.
Yeah, he's getting a bit too gas now.
Look at every interview he's done. He's not talking about George. He literally is not paying this man no mind. Like, he just there. Like,
but his dad don't help though. His dad's just as bad.
Oh yeah, his dad is terrible. He's another Angel Garcia.
Yeah, he is.
He another one.
He is. Danny Garcia. Are they sure they're not cousins?
I'm saying that they got like both of them. You could tell they sniffed some coke. Angel or that motherfucker was sniffing coke, bro. You can't tell. And look at his dad, his Teofimo dad. Hey, yeah, you
On
sniff
a
coke,
trillion. His dad's on a trillion at
brother.
all times.
They asked him a question, and it's like road rage. Nah, because my son, and he's gonna fuck him
Yeah,
up. You're like,
I
yo, chill,
know.
bro. Like, just
That's
listen
why his
first.
voice box is gone.
He got
Blown.
the Fury cocaine. Remember when Fury came back? He had the cocaine voice. That's Teofimo dad. Like, yo, you all right?
Gone.
You got
It's
COVID?
gone. Yeah, it's too much growling.
That's the cocaine voice. When
Yeah,
Fury came back, there's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with his voice? They said, yo, he got punched. My ass, he got punched in the throat. That's that
they're
coke,
all
bro.
that. Yeah, they've got that. Couple of them have got that in that family. Sorry, the dad's got it as well. Big up Beats, boxing Beats and rhymes, by the way.
Beats.
Yeah.
That's the cocaine throat, bro. That's all that coke
Cocaina.
sitting right there making you sound like that until you started getting. You notice that he doesn't sound like that anymore because he's not sniffing coke anymore. His dad, who fucking knows?
Who? Which one?
Fury. Fury don't.
Not as bad. Not as bad now. Yeah, not as bad. You're right. You're
It
right.
got better. But before he sound like you trying to start your car and the starter is burned out like fuck he sound like you good? You all right?
And where do you so who do you have winning Wilder Fury?
Honest to God, I have Wilder because I don't believe it's real. I believe it's scripted.
I don't care who wins.
Look, there's something that Wilder said that always stood out to me even before we got here. He said in a press conference for the second fight, leading up to the second fight, he said, I brought you out of retirement. And I always stuck to me like, why are you saying you brought him out of retirement? When he came out of retirement, he didn't fight you. He fought Sefer Safari and Pianetta. He didn't fight you. What that tells me is this was planned. At least you two fighting each other, that bit of it, that was planned. You planned on doing this. Why would you have done this? Because you don't want to fight AJ and neither does he. Let our powers combine. That's what that is.
So do you think that AJ should just forget about being undisputed? Because I don't think, in my opinion, I would fuck them both off. Like after Fury and his girlfriend over there, Deontay Wilder, do their fight, AJ should just continue doing his Mandos, whatever.
I would say,
never give him another payday again.
Exactly. Keep the mandatories. Don't disgrace yourself. Don't disgrace yourself because of them. Keep your belts, but keep it real. Also, like the shit that make me mad about AJ is you not keeping it real with them. Like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is insects. Fury, you beat Vlad before me and motherfuckers still didn't fuck with you. Why do you think you on my level?
Yeah.
You not saying that. You being all cool and shit. Nah, man, bring it out. Bring the Watford out. Talk to him like, yo, why the fuck do you bugs think you on my level? Do you see what I did with Klitschko? That was after you beat him. That's because motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you, Fury. Wilder, your bitch ass, you been around since 2008. You ain't fought a Klitschko yet. You was around for
the same manager.
You was around for
that. But like, it's managed by the same.
My shit with AJ is I got one gripe with AJ. You let it get this far because you didn't put them in their place. If that was a James Toney or Roy Jones, just talk your shit. I'm not telling you to buckle to them. Talk your shit. You know who you are. You know you sell more than they do. Act like it. Like, man, look, like you're not gonna come in here asking for 50, you fucking bum. I saw what your fucking pay-per-view did. How the fuck you gonna ask me for 50%?
Sometimes stop being so diplomatic. Fuck it. Just say it. Because we know that's how you talk when the cameras are not rolling anyway.
He's a street like I don't knock him. He's a street dude. He's a street dude from over there. But he's yo, act like it, bro. Like show him who you are. Like yo, Wilder. He want what 50? He can suck my nuts 50 times because he ain't gonna get no 50% split. You out your mind. You was on pay-per-view once in fucking 10 years, and you gonna ask me 50? Suck my dick, B. You know what? No fight. Fuck your belt. I'll wait till you lose and then fight him. How about that hot shit, motherfucker?
Bro, just rid it, Boda.
Real shit. his fans is gonna fuck with him anyway. AJ's fans is gonna stick with him, so you don't need to be diplomatic.
You don't. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand why he's being it. Just fuck them off, man. We don't care.
Yeah,
We
like
don't give a shit.
To me, it's like if right now he said, "Yo, if I'm him, here's the bottom line, motherfuckers. I don't care which one of you two bitches win. Just like that, I don't care which one of you two bitches win because I'm sick of both of you. 60-40 or no fight. It's that simple. I'm not going back and forth with you. 60-40 or no fight.
Or no fight. You're lucky I'm even saying 60-40.
Because you, Fury, you wasted 5 months of my life. You fucking fat bitch.
The
you wasted 5 months of my life.
Before on him.
Wilder, you skinny bitch. You wasted 2 years of my life. 60-40, bitches. If you don't like it, oh, cool. We wasn't fighting anyway, right? It's 60-40 or no fight. Fight each other 5 times, bitches. You won't get this money that I get.
Yeah. But then there's no undisputed until maybe them two just disappear. Maybe Wilder disappears. Maybe Fury disappears. But fuck
Chann,
it.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be no undisputed. And they need to start operating. They need to start operating on that assumption. Yo, it ain't gonna be no undisputed, really? No, you see what happened, right?
Well,
all right.
Fuck it. Guns blazing. Fuck it then.
Exactly. Like, all right, I'm coming out like, listen, hoes. You fighting on July 24th. I don't care which one of you bitches win. 60-40. And if you don't like it, tell your fans, tell your mother, tell your therapist. 60-40, bitch. Or no fight.
Yeah, straight.
Who you gonna get money with? You think you gonna get the money with Andy Ruiz that I get? Huh? Yeah. I got 85 million to fight that fat motherfucker. Yeah, are you gonna get that? No.
That's all it is. That's all they're trying. It's just jealousy, payday.
It's because they don't want, like, you see, I'm sure you know, Kell Brook, Amir Khan, when the rivalry is bad enough,
we
don't they won't fight. Now. They won't give each other the satisfaction.
Now they're trying to throw that on us now. No, it's all right. We don't see it now.
But you see, when it's really bad, ain't no fight. Because they don't want to give each. Well, I'll say I always felt Brooke wanted to fight. That's just me. It doesn't matter because there is no fight. There is no fight. But I see with AJ and Wilder. I've been saying it since 2018. They're not gonna fight. Wilder don't want to know because he can't live it down.
Did you see what he said in his stupid interview the other day, yesterday on the BBC thing on Instagram? Did you see when they asked him about AJ and he was like, ooh, flatline,
Yo, he shrank. Yeah. Yo, real shit. He had
Ronald Finkley done them season UK.
I'm gonna tell you, he probably believed a lot of that shit. He was saying about AJ up until DAZN stepped to him. That's what changed everything. Like, yo, this motherfucker really want to fight me. 100 million. This motherfucker really want to fight me. Fuck that shit. Let me call Tyson Fury. Yo, Fury, B, let's get this money, B. Let's get this money, B. Because AJ over here, he want to fight me and all of that. Like, bro, like, I don't want to say, oh, you ass, oh, you pussy. I'm gonna just say, a hundo. You don't want to know what would happen if y'all fought. Maybe you beat him. Maybe he beats you. You don't want to know. It terrifies you.
Find out, do ya?
It terrifies you trying to find. You don't want to know. Like, man, for all that, fuck that. I can't afford to lose to this guy. I can't live it down. I'm not going out like that. I'd rather lose to Fury than lose to you. We'll do it that way.
It's just frustrating. And there's no saying that even if Wilder beat Fury, right, he would just hold the belt, that WBC belt, hostage again anyway.
Yeah, what they're gonna do, just and I hope that I hope I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong. If and when Wilder wins, Ruiz comes after. Then after Ruiz, Kobnowski. Then after Kobnowski, Martin. Then after Martin, Valine. Because they can't send. Remember, if they send, let's say Wilder wins, right? This summer, he wins. You think the PBC is gonna send him over there to DAZN? No. Why the fuck would they do that? They don't benefit from that. Well, Fox? afford to pay AJ the way AJ normally gets paid.
No.
No. So what does that tell you? No fucking fight.
Yeah.
No fight.
Sides of the street.
No fight. Now, what's affordable is Wilder versus Ruiz. Hey, let's guarantee Wilder 15 million, Ruiz 5 million. We can afford that.
Yeah.
We can afford Wilder 10 million.
Money.
Yeah, like that's the kind of fights you're gonna get. That's why I'm like, yo, look, appreciate AJ while he around, right?
Yeah.
Support him because he don't deserve the bullshit that he going through. He don't. In 6-7 years, he's done.
He's got
what they have not done.
Done in 10 and 12 years.
So support him, but it ain't gonna be no undisputed. And I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be one. It ain't gonna happen. And I figured that as soon as I seen, yo, this cocksucker brought Fury out of retirement. I see what you doing.
Yeah.
You cocksucker. I see what you doing. Neither one of you trying to fight that man. And y'all almost had me fooled. With Fury, you had me fooled. I'm like, oh shit, the cherry pick went bad. Now, what I think is something else entirely, people gonna think I'm crazy, right? Fury wasn't gonna come back from retirement. Think about it. He wasn't gonna come back. You got up to 330 pounds. You were sniffing coke.
Yeah.
What if Wilder stepped to you and he says, look, man, you still got a name. You still got an O. Some people consider you lineal.
Yeah.
Help me out with this.
Yeah.
You'll get some money. I'll get some money. And we'll freeze out AJ. Fuck him. Fuck him.
That's what I believe. But people go, oh, because I'm a fangirl. But I like, all right, then, if that's what you call for, I just believe that. I believe it.
To me, it's that simple. Like,
it just makes sense.
For Fury, think about it. Fury had no intention of the way it looks. How do you justify Fury going for Wilder instead of AJ if AJ gets him more money? It's simple. He never had any intention of coming back. And this is not a real fight.
Yeah.
This is scripted. You plan this. Let's call the first fight a draw. You win the second one. And then the third one, which will be the finale, then you leave. I'll win. Then you've made yourself about $30-40 million. I've made myself $30-40 million. My profile is bigger.
Right.
Do you think that Fury is going to stick around? Let's say he loses. You think Fury's going to stick around and be a gatekeeper to fight people like Hergovic?
No, he didn't even stick around to do his own shit. When he disappeared after his own fucking for Klitschko. He's never honoured nothing. Why is he going to be the gate? Not on his watch. We won't be watching any Gates, love. No.
That's what I'm saying. So, hypothetically speaking, and if anybody out there that has Tyson Fury winning, I'm not telling you to think what I think. I'm saying this is what I think and why. That's all. I don't believe it's real. You supposedly feel robbed in the first fight, so you agree to have 2 more fights. You walked away from $75 million and you're doing cannonballs in the pool. Bro,
fucking 15 fucking million.
Listen,
losers.
If a motherfucker costs me $75 million, I'm gonna kill him. Now, I'm gonna want to at least. What I'm not gonna do is cannonballs in the pool. I ain't gonna do that. Let's put it that way.
Because I've talked to a few people that are lawyers and that, and there's like, listen, if they wanted to get, if Fury wanted to get out of that fight, even John Fury said it point blank. Okay, all right, Riddick got the belt, but with the belt, we need the belt because that's why we want it for undisputed. But Fury could have said, I don't care, unless it was what Lewis did to Rackman, yeah? Escalated it to court. You're gonna have to escalate it to court and waste some more money. Because I don't care what this arbitrator said. I ain't fighting you.
Yeah.
I'm fighting AJ August 14th. That's what I'm doing.
It's 70. Look, yo, it's all right, let me calm down. The guarantee is 75. You understand?
Yeah.
You stand to make more than that. It's just that the guarantee is 75. Now you telling me that this skinny leg motherfucker costed me potentially $150 million. Yo, I'm driving
for one fight.
I'm driving down to Tuscaloosa to blow. Like, nah, bro. You know, not to be crazy, but motherfuckers get killed for less. Every day.
For free. Wow, that you talk about that you're the civil rights guy and people get killed for less for free. But
motherfuckers is getting shot for 2 weeks.
You're allowing this. He'd be out there. He'd be out of this.
Motherfuckers is getting shot dead in the street for 2 racks.
Yeah. There's
This
going to be a lot
motherfucker
of slow singing and flower bringing.
and t-shirts. You get
My
put on
burglar
a
alarm
t-shirt
don't even got to start ringing.
for a pound of weed, for a
Yeah.
pound.
For anything.
They getting killed, right? Yo, this guy, peep this shit. This motherfucker who ass I beat already.
Fight deal, $500 million.
And you think I'm not driving a Tuscaloosa? Yo, fuck a box. I got to go kill him.
AJ's ducking Usyk.
Yeah, he's not like. I honestly believe the fight. I believe the fight's gonna happen. I'm not like honestly.
Eddie already came on already. I already watched the commentary. Eddie said we're doing the Usyk fight.
Yeah, I believe it'll happen.
That basically, what we're not going to do is keep bartering, like giving people money that they don't deserve.
Because that's what they're tired of.
We can do the Usyk deal today. If Usyk accepts what we spoke about today, we can do that deal today. If they want to prolong and go feel themselves a bit more, he didn't say they'll vacate. He goes, we'll do something else. There's always something to go around. WBO, you're going to have to sanction or strip me then, because I'm just going to go round.
Look, put it this way.
Poker face, call their bluff.
Let's say, oh, Usyk won a hardball. Krasiuk won a hardball. Okay, motherfucker, here's the belt. Now, let's see. Can you get the payday with that belt if I'm not involved? No, right? Yeah. No, right? Don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Don't fuck this up. You can't get you can have here. Take the belt. Now who's gonna give you the money that you were gonna make with me? Nobody, right? Wilder and Fury, they tied up. They got each other. Who you gonna fight? Dillian White? You think you're gonna get the money?
You're gonna get the same money. No disrespect, but you're not.
That's why I understand. Like, I get it. Like, yo, look, Eddie Hearn is a good dude. I think he's a good dude. I think AJ they good. They're about as honest as you can be in boxing, which is saying a lot because it's a very dishonest industry and a dishonest business. But it's like, yo, y'all not gonna keep walking up in here and demanding the earth, the moon, and
ATM.
Yeah, like what the fuck you think? I'm the champion and I'm supposed to acquiesce to you. Yo, here's the belt. Here you go. Yeah. You want it so bad? Now see if you can get a payday with that fucking belt when I'm not involved. Who are you gonna fight? You ready? Are you ready to lose to Felipe Pergovic or Joe Joyce? Because that's who you would have to fight afterwards. Right. If I give you the belt, you gotta fight them.
Yeah.
You gonna make with them what you would have made with me?
Let's not do some Mandos for once in their damn life. Anthony Joshua, just forget about Undisputed. Fuck them two cats. Fury, Tyson Fury, Fraud Fury, whatever you want to call him. Beyonce. Just a dickhead.
Fuck
Bambi. Just the worst thing since sliced bread, them two cats. The quicker that they just out the sport, just get them out. Like, I'm over them. Like, even like, I just get pissed off. You speak about them and it's just like, oh, but you speak about them, so you're actually fueling them, and it's like, well, no, it's not fueling because this is what I do. It's a channel, like
I'm venting. If anything, I'm just venting frustration.
I can't stand them.
Yeah, I can't stand them no more. Like I'm like, yo, dog, like I'm not buying that fight, and I like, bro, I could buy.
I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying like what? Because I'm tired of y'all. Y'all don't deserve my money. I got plenty of money. I just don't want to spend it on y'all.
I said the same thing. It's gonna irk me to not watch it while everybody else is watching it. Yeah, unless I tell you it's on that stream.
No, I might be a spiteful little bitch.
But I'm not watching it.
I'll watch it
for free.
Yeah,
on that other stream thing.
Because you fucked up my Undisputed fight. That's why. So fuck y'all.
My money. Yeah, I'll watch it.
I'm gonna watch your fight. I ain't saying I was gonna pay for it.
Okay, well, you can send me on that good old link.
I will direct you where you can go.
Yeah, where you can tell it everything. But these two, not at all, mate.
If it was one of y'all versus AJ, y'all would have got my money. You would have got it, but you don't want to do the. All right, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
So what's done in the dark's come to light. I think you might be right. You hit the nail on the head that this could all be some. It's like it could be some.
It's because it doesn't. It's if you look at the whole picture, things don't happen this way. They don't happen. Stories are written this way, but things don't happen this way. Oh, it was a draw at first, and then he wins, and then you win, and then it's the Phoenix Rise. Like, bro, are you serious, bro? Are you like what? What? No. And then the amount of time y'all went right into this shit. Understand, this man has defamed your character for the last 5 months. And you didn't sue him.
But I would have sued him for every little last $1 million till he didn't even have one pot to piss in his Alabama compound. Would have to been foreclosed, sold off.
If you wanted a way to get out of the mediator's arbitration, a defense that you can mount that maybe will help. It will help. He has openly defamed my character as of October of last year. He has accused me of cheating. He has accused me of felony assault. He has accused me of felony with narcotics. I am not going to enter the ring with this man on the premise that he has openly defamed my character, and I have the evidence in the form of a video. You could have gotten out all of that with that. Just with that. So don't tell me, they're going to go. No, you've been wanted to do that because that was always the plan, bro. Right. That was always the plan. Neither one of you was ever going to fight AJ.
That's why he couldn't sue. That's why Tyson Fury didn't sue, because he always knew he was going to be fighting Deontay Wilder, didn't he?
That was always this to me. When I see it, I'm like, yo, it makes perfect sense that Wilder said, I brought you out of retirement. That was a Freudian slip. You did bring him out of retirement so that he would be your dance partner for the next 3 fights.
Yeah.
That's why you brought him out of retirement.
When he tried to leave the deal, Tyson Fury tried to abscond, that's when Deontay Wilder got in his feelings, jumped on Twitter and said, oh, you see what we agreed? I didn't take the Anthony Joshua deal that offered me way more money because of you, and you're not a man of your word. Then all of a sudden, the tweet gets deleted, but, the internet's undefeated.
I'm going to say this. The Eddie Hearn AJ shit was unexpected because if this is planned, right? Remember, this would have been planned 2017, 2018, around there, if it's planned. Now, you didn't know there was going to be a pandemic in 2020 when you made this plan. So that means the fight being pushed back and all of that was a hiccup. That was unexpected. How did you decide to deal with that? Let's make a controversy. What's the controversy? You cheated.
Yeah.
You put something in your gloves. We got to keep the fight hot. Why? Because that was supposed to be the last fight. The second fight was supposed to be the last fight. How do we keep the third fight hot? Let's say Fury cheated. So let's drag Eddie Hearn into it too. Let's drag
Eddie Hearn, AJ, as usual. Because we did the last time.
I'm just telling you, don't rule it out. You don't have to believe what I believe, but don't rule it out. Stranger things have happened. Telling you.
I'll tell you that. That's
stranger things.
That's facts. That's
you think for 30 million? Listen. For $1 million, it's guys that'll sit here and kill you. They'll figure it out that for $1 million. So you think that they can't put together a scripted trilogy? You think it's that hard? A scripted trilogy in a sport as convoluted and fragmented as boxing? Most people don't even know that a lot of those Butterbean fights, them dudes was taking dives, bro. He wasn't really knocking a lot of them people out. Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
So if I'm telling you it's possible that Wilder and Fury got together at some point in 2017 or the beginning of 2018 to put this together, don't rule it out. Because when have you ever seen something happen? Oh, the first one's a draw. Ooh. And the second one, fucking Fury. Ooh, Fury won. And
the first one was a draw, but they didn't say that he cheated until after the second. I don't know.
Think about the whole the giveaway will be is if Wilder wins in a way that no one expects, because that would make a lot of people a lot of money with the bookies. Remember, Fury said he's gonna go in there and knock out Wilder. We all laugh like, bro, when the fuck have you ever?
When
the fuck you started knocking motherfuckers out? What does he do? He goes in there, he does what no one expects. So what are we not expecting Wilder to do? Box, use a jab.
Yeah.
That's what we're not
have any skill.
So if he goes in there, I'm just telling you, if he goes in there and he outboxes, then knocks out Tyson Fury,
then it was written. Then it was written,
bro. Now 40 fucking fights, you ain't got no balance at all. So you just gonna box now, huh? All right, bro. All right, bro. Because I'm a fucking idiot, right? All right, bro. You ain't been boxing for 40 fights. You've been swinging like this, like Zangief.
Yeah.
But you gonna box now. Shit is fake, bro.
It's fake, isn't it?
Our entire perception of Tyson Fury, and most people don't realize this,
I've
our
seen it.
entire perception of Tyson Fury as a boxer is not based on the Klitschko fight, because nobody liked that fight. It's based on the Wilder fights. Well,
Yeah.
what if I told you all of that is fake? He don't hit that hard. Nah, man. It's fake. All of that, to me, like, I'm like, yo, now I see it. Like, yeah, this is fake. Maybe John doesn't know. Honest to God, I don't even think Bob knows. I don't think Bob knows. I think Bob knows that they want a third fight, and there will be a third fight. But I don't think that he knows that, like, they in cahoots, right? That they put this together themselves. It's like Snatch. You remember Snatch? He's supposed to take a dive. Brad Pitt. He's a gypsy. He's supposed to take a dive.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. He
Someone
decided
brought that up to me about that as well. To use the same analogy as well. You know that.
I'm trying to tell you something, man.
See you are.
Trying to tell you something.
God.
Anyway, Chann, I gotta go. It's been a pleasure. Hope to come back.
You're a don.
And you can come to my channel too.
Yeah.
Anytime. Always welcome, okay?
Thank you very much. Gracias, mi amor.
Bye-bye.
He's the best, isn't he? He came and lit some dynamite bombs. Blew up the internet real quick and said, adios, hasta luego. That was Ring IQ. I love his program. I love his channel. And I'm so grateful that he came. What do you guys think of what was said? He's very intelligent. And if you're not, he's got all his followers to come over here. If you're not in tune to his channel, if you're not subscribed, guys, you need to. Why? He's up to the point, up to the times on female and women's boxing. He's very intelligent. As much as he is humble like that, he's mad intelligent. He went in and said the damn thing. What I just want to see, what are you guys' views on there? Do you believe what these possibilities? If there's anyone that needs to be WBC champ, it's Dillian White. That's correct. 100%. 100%. And then he could fight Joshua and they could do their undisputed like that. You know. IQ, what did you say? IQ, you can't talk about our ally of times like that. The minute AJ stops chasing the belts is when they will come to him. Possibly, definitely, possibly. Damn, man, these cats. I believe myself that it's they signed up to do this. They signed up. This is all fake. They knew they don't want any. I would ask you guys to watch the PBC interview with Deontay Wilder when he's asked after Fury fight, say, because you say you're going to win. So it's on to AJ next, right? He stops. Doesn't know what to say. Doesn't know what to say. Doesn't know what to say. Then comes out and AJ's been trying to duck me. He's already setting up the plan to duck me already. So, guys, we can see where this narrative is going. It's boring. It's round around the garden. I don't know if my US fans know that nursery rhyme. Sun is tripping. If Wilder beats Fury, Wilder is fighting White. I don't know. Stall him out. That's what will happen, Ronald. Thanks, Ronald, for the super chat. I didn't want to stop the flow, but thank you very much. How is he another Wilder hater? Lucky Luciano. How? You're acting like Wilder's something that people have to hate on, my G. Like, I don't know who you think he is. So, like, you could tell me who you think he is in the comments. What, like, who is he to you? You're just a Wilder fan person, boy. I don't know if you're a woman or a man. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know you're an Ali fanboy, Shell. Lucky, I'm the biggest Wilder hater. Antonio Mosley. Yeah, what do you want to say now, Lucky? Because we can put an "un" right before your name. So if I was you, like, you guys in the comments, I just think I want to see what you guys' points of view is. What do yeah, it's good to have the Wilder supporters in to say what they are. Papa Smurf got his balls drawn. Tra la 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 la. How inventive is that? Yeah. This is mad wrong. Hang on, I'm working down the comments. Sorry, because you guys are saying again, dude is mad wrong. Fury has another 2 fights after the Wilder fight, so his theory is tripping. Has he got another 2 fights under Bob? How much has he got under his contract? Is it 2 fights, guys? Yeah, but so what? The 2 fights could still do. They could do a quadruple and sing trilogy. Not even sing tuplets. That's like 5 babies. I don't know what after a trilogy. I don't know what it's called after fighting people 4 and 5 times. I have no clue. Anybody wants to let me know? They're the bitch now. I can see the conspiracy comebacks. Let's freeze out AJ theory. I don't see how they could know the outcome from a judge through the arbitration. What about when the judge or the arbitrator, ex-judge, Daniel Weinstein, is Bob Arum's friend? A lot of things can be swayed. Okay, so does that put anything into context? Fury loses, I believe he will. Yeah, no, I just believe he'll be riding out of the sun. That's what he wanted to do with AJ anyway. Even if he fought AJ, and he was never signing up for the 2 fight deal. That's why it was anyway umming and ahhing. But just say that he did sign for a 2 fight deal. I believe, win or lose or draw, Fury would have rode off into the sunset anyway, because he still gets that bag. So the bag's not dependent on his performance. Fury's never honoured. Let's have it right. Honoured rematches and the digital Doza ring IQ is funny. Says I'm gonna kill him. I don't know what that means, digital Doza. I don't know. Fury fucked himself. He signed a contract, and when Ruiz tried to skip out on rematch with AJ, Fury said he would sue y'all. Can't have it both ways. I've seen you a few times on my life. You do tend to sway that way, don't you, Mr. Unanimous? And it's okay. You can sway whatever way that you want to sway. Okay, you can. They're looking for AJ retirement money, as always, because all the rest of the guys don't command any money. But yet, Wilder is the face of boxing. Remember, he's the face of boxing. He's close to Muhammad Ali, in and out the ring. Yeah, I know, Ronald. I just don't got time. I don't got time. AJ is trying to duck Usyk, Luciano. Okay, that's your honest thoughts and opinion. What happens when he fights him then? Yep, I know. I was saying this. Dubois is the WBA. He's putting himself into WBA interim to put himself up for AJ fight. But ain't that mad? You just got beat terribly. Been out of the ring for a minute, orbital fracture, and then you're coming back in straight into position. You have to give kudos to Frank Warren on that one, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, this is what they are. Shameless narcissists. That is what they are. Julius, he came and he duppied. He came. He lit some motherfucking bombs under. Oh, that's why I like watching his commentaries, guys. Like, you guys have to really do tap in. But yeah, South London don't have Wildettes. I don't know what you guys have. Carinola. Let me see. Chann didn't realise the judge was a friend of the boss, Bob. Yeah, I guess money talks to friends or non-friends, maybe. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. So it's all a bit dodgy in my opinion. In my opinion, see. You never know. We don't know. And I don't know if we're ever going to get to the bottom of those two losers, you know, back and forth and twerking and dancing and conspiracy theories. And it's boring at this point. But, you know, AJ should tell them both, these are my terms, 100% million deposit. We're fighting in the UK, date or no date period. Yep. You know. Yeah. Lisa, I know. But you know, you've got to have all sides of these. They do come out to play. They love to come out to play on my channel. You know, the wild debts come on and they put on their tutus and they put their ribbons in their hair and then they order a group twerk. You know, that's how they worship their king. They group twerk over Zoom. When it was the pandemic, it was really bad for them because they couldn't all get together. So they did Zoom twerking classes. It was crazy. It was crazy. I actually felt really bad for them. But you know, now that, you know, the restrictions are coming down now, they're all allowed to twerk as one. You know, twerk as one order. That's what they do. So yeah. Ty, you need to leave, you need to subscribe because I've been asking for your details. You need to leave them in the private chat. Leave it in the private chat because I won't I will be signing off at some point. While the cult is active. I keep saying to people it's a cult. Nobody believes me. Everybody says I'm being extreme. But it is a cult. Los Diablos. That's it. It's devils. I'm telling you that now. And they vibrate on such a high frequency of lies and twerking. And did you see that last thing that I posted with Wilder with Malik Scott? And then Malik Scott's doing up his gloves, and they're like, well, and he goes, well, they sleep, we twerk. No, I just changed it to twerk. But and he's going, and Wilder's doing a good old shimmy, going, oh. And I'm like, this dude he's on. I just don't know. I don't know where I'm from. Dudes don't rock like that. Like they don't in the LDN. They just don't. In any of the UK, they just don't. You get me? So I'm not sure where this is coming from, but yeah, I'm glad that they've got, you know, they've resumed their twerking classes. You know, they had to stay in shape. I think that's how Wilder stayed in shape the whole time. To be fair, you know, through the pandemic, you know, just doing twerk nation classes. Yeah, that's it. You know, each to their own. Some like to fight, stiff competition, and some like to twerk with other stiff competition, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we know this. LDM man, them. Of course we don't. Man, them here don't twerk. This is why we was like, when we saw this happening, we couldn't believe it. I've never seen it in my goddamn life, but hey, there's always a time when you see something new. You get me? But yeah, it's not something that happens here, guys. All Ali did the same dance. Hate to say it, Lady Chann. Ali did what dance? Twerking. Ali never twerked in the ring. Sorry, he never. Shelton, you better get him. Where did Ali twerk in the ring? Shelton, did Ali twerk in the ring? No, he didn't. He didn't. What dance are you talking about? Shelton's gonna get you for that. I'm telling you. Sorry. What's good, Lisa? I'm still learning this, Lady Chann. I could hear your voice. I'm still learning this, Lady Chann. If anything, leave it on my Instagram at Lady Chann, LadyChann. And yeah, we'll learn it there. Truth. Yeah, Shelton, there he is. Truth, Ali never did anything like that. Stop it. I know. Look at them all lying on Ali's thingamajig name on his grave. They're dreadful. Press 1. I'm just looking at this. Damn it, missed the live. You sure did, but you can watch it back. Lucky you're boring now, so you snoozed out the place. We've snoozed you out. If Fury kissed a man on lips, and AJ was in the hot tub with Bear Mon. I don't know what that means. Bear Mon. What's Bear Mon? What's in Wilder's brain? Because I don't know how he thinks he's the greatest of all time due to YouTube channels. LDBC thinks he's a god. I know. I don't know. I say the same thing that they need to. I don't know what it is about him, why they overlook so much stuff about him. Like, if he was a great boxer, had great fundamentals, great skills, I would be like, at least the dude's a great boxer. So he's not a great boxer. He lies. He's not a man of his word. And they bypass all of this. And he's clearly very envious of Anthony Joshua. And then they will tell you, no, he really likes Joshua. I'd hate to see if he really didn't. It's just, Lisa, it's bewildering to me. It's bewildering. I don't know. It's bewildering. But, hey, what can you do? I hit the subscribe, lady. For real. Why do I hear your voice all the time, Ty? Alicia. Yeah, Ty, come through. You got to come through at times. We need you. Ali dancing in the corner, like slipping punches in the exhibition against Michael Doe. These cats will just try and defame anybody's character when you don't go with their little cult. Their cult twerk nation. So, but I would like to thank you guys for coming on, and I am going to leave you be. And you guys, whoever don't watch now, that didn't make it to the live, please make it to the playback. Like, comment, share. All you wild dates in that watch. As soon as this publishes, they're all down there. We hate you. We hate you. You hate water. So it's just like, who are my favorite boxers of smaller weight? Active? I would say Buenas noches. Yeah, Buenas noches to you as well, my G. Julius is right. Fury fight. Okay, let me tell you who's of smaller weight. Are you talking about active? So I enjoy. I like Jamal Charlo, but I think he blows a bit of smoke. He's not doing the fights where he should be doing the fights. So big up to Jamal at 154. But are they my favorites? No. Do I mind watching them? More power to them. But obviously, I'm liking the little kings. I do like Lomachenko. I am warming up to Devin Haney because at first I thought, it's a bit boring to watch, etc., etc. But you have to appreciate he's great boxing fundamentals. So I'm more inclined to watch him now. Don't like Ryan Garcia. That's it. So that's where I am with that. Are you going to respect Wilder? Knockout. You're so boring. This guy's boring, isn't it? He needs to go home and wank. Lucky. Go and have a wank, Chann. Go and have a wank. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. Ring IQ, you are large. I'm going to thank him when I get off here. Guys, thank you for welcoming me back after yesterday's catastrophe because I was supposed to be on. But anyway, hey girlies, ladies, Chann, rep nonetheless. Come box with Chann. Lucky, you need to go and wank. You really do. Come on. Lucky, you're unlucky.